Hey, this is John Newton here doing my new student dialogue video log for CU1000. Um, Way back when in September, I believe, I chose to attend the mental health and college students thing. So, the first question is, do you feel your group achieved true dialogue? Um, I would say yes. I believe at the end of the dialogue, towards the end of the session, we did achieve true dialogue. We really got the thoughts out in the air, and we were able to like build on other people's beliefs and whatnot. Um, I wouldn't say that the entire group achieved dialogue; just the ones that participated did, obviously. Because if you don't talk, you can't really do much. Okay, so share your dynamics, your observations of the dynamic of your group. Were there active voices in the dialogue? Yes, there were active voices in our dialogue. Um, I was not one of the most active. There were about 3 or 4 people in our group dialogue that really stood out and led the group in discussion. Um, there were 3 of them that stood out most to me. There was one girl who was OCD, and one girl who had problems with strange things like cutting herself, is what she was talking about. And then the guy who spoke out, he kind of came off as a know-it-all at first, but I don't believe that he meant to be like that. I really thought that he just tried to help in the group discussion. So, I thought it was really interesting because when we first got there, it was just a bunch of people sitting in a room, not talking to each other, just like, why are we here? Let's get it started. Let's get it over with. And then you're just sitting there like, mental health and college students, everyone knows about this, stress and all that. But it's a lot more than that because you get in there and you assume that everyone is just like you, but in a way everyone is just like you, but everyone is also different, if that makes sense. Like the girl who is OCD and the girl who is having problems cutting herself and stuff. Like you never would have guessed that stuff just from looking at them because I don't know, they just kind of conceal it away. But especially the girl who is talked about harming herself. Um, Big shout out to her because I think that she is incredibly brave for being able to share that with our group. I know that's something I would not have done if I was in her position. Were there more reserved voices in your dialogue? Yes, there were a lot of reserved voices, about 15 of them who didn't speak throughout the entire thing. Um, yeah. What role did you play in your group and why? Okay, so the role I played in our dialogue was I was more of a spectator, really. I didn't say a whole lot. I said what I thought needed to be said at times. Um, just like if I didn't agree with something that other people were saying, I would jump in, let my presence be known, and say my opinion. But other than that, the dialogue was really led by 3 people and the dialogue leader. Why do you think dialogue is a component of CU1000? Do you see dialogue as a useful tool in your university experience? Okay, well, first off, I believe that the dialogue for CU1000 is not really entirely about the topic that you signed up for to go learn about. I believe it's more about the experience of getting to interact with all sorts of different kind of people that you may not have had the chance of doing so before college. Because when you get to college, it's an entirely new playing field, and they're just trying to open you up to it. Do you see dialogue as a useful tool in your university experience? Absolutely. Yeah, definitely useful. Like I said, it lets you become more comfortable with talking to different types of people, and so I believe I can take what I learned from the dialogue and apply it to future situations. Please share any additional thoughts that you see fit. Um, I don't believe I have any additional thoughts. I believe that pretty much sums it up. So, I believe I am now done with CU1000. This is John Newton signing off.